Look at this dude.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Smash the like button, click that bell while you're at it, so you can be a part of the Post Noti Gang family. Best family on YouTube. That's no cap, hands down. Hey man, we are here for Ray William Johnson. She died for a Nintendo Wii. Ain't nothing that serious, bro, to die over, bruh. Hey man, we gonna do less talk, more reacting. Let's dive right into this video. Let go.
So this woman ends up dying in a water drinking contest. Now the woman's name is Jennifer, and Jennifer's
So she drowned. I heard if you drink too much water, you can actually drown doing that.
28 years old, living in
I don't know if it's considered drowning, but like I think like the water gets into your, I don't know, bruh.
California, and one day in 2007, she hears about a contest on a local radio station. And the contest is run by one of those wacky, obnoxious radio morning shows, and in this contest, contestants have a chance to win a Nintendo Wii. And all the contestant has to do to win is drink gallons of water and not pee for as long as they can. Basically,
that's not worth it, bro. You could really damage your body doing that, bruh. Hell nah. On top of that, like, it's clear as day, bro, you died for a Nintendo Wii?
if you can hold it and not pee longer than the rest of the contestants, you win the Nintendo Wii. And the radio hosts are calling it Hold Your Wii for a Wii contest. Now, you might be thinking, well, it's a Nintendo Wii. What do those cost, like $200? Why go through all that for a prize worth $200?
Not worth it.
Well, remember, it's 2007, and the Nintendo Wii was just released the Christmas before, so they are hot during this time. And they're hard to get. They're apparently sold out everywhere. And Jennifer, I mean,
So it's pretty much the same hype as when the PS5 came out, where it was hard to get your hands on.
Game. She has no interest in gaming. However, she does have 3 kids, and because she's a good mom, she really wants to win this Wii for them. And so, on the morning of the contest, Jennifer shows up to the radio station, and she is ready to win. And there are around 17 other people there, all who are hoping to win as well. And so, boom, the competition starts, and Jennifer and the others, they start chugging all this water. Now, the contest requires them to drink 8 ounces of water every 15 minutes. And this is about 8 ounces of water. So
it's not bad. It's gonna start getting bad when you gotta go pee, cause you know how that feeling feels when you're trying to hold in your piss. And bro, hell nah.
This is what they have to drink every 15 minutes. And it might not look like much, but it adds up real quick. Not to mention that if she or any of the other contestants pee or throw up, they are immediately eliminated. And so they're all there, and they're drinking as much as they can, and it doesn't take long before they all start feeling pretty sick.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the radio hosts, they're all joking, and they're...
No, it's not worth it, y'all. Hell nah, bruh.
Heckling the contestants because, I guess that's part of the show. And listeners are at home hearing all this going on, and some of them are calling into the show saying that they're worried about the contestants because drinking all that water can actually be pretty dangerous. But the DJs, no, they just laugh it off and they say, well, they're not responsible if something bad happens.
They sign releases, so we're not responsible.
I wonder if they had them sign any paperwork in regards of they're not responsible for any type of injuries or deaths or anything like that, because that's definitely a lawsuit right there.
Oh, it's okay. And if they get to the point where they have to throw up, then they're going to throw up and they're out of the contest before they die. So that's good, right? How come you guys didn't do it?
Thanks for looking out, though. We don't want to die.
Oh, okay. Let me ask Carter if anybody's died. We ain't dying. Hey, Carter, has anybody died?
Damn, the fact that they were goofing off about it in regards of dying and someone actually did die from this, that's crazy.
Hang in there?
I'm sure all the laughing and chuckling and cat or whatever you want to call it, but I bet you that stopped immediately.
Hey, just about to die. Sir, he signs the release.
And so about an hour goes by, and at this point some contestants have dropped out already. But Jennifer, she's still there, she's chugging away. But then the hosts double the water intake. So now they're making them drink 16 ounces every 15 minutes. Which, this is actually 16 ounces, which again, this looks somewhat manageable, but...
No, but it does add up real quick. The only way I could probably see somebody actually doing this and winning is if you wear like a sweatsuit. So like I've done it before when I was doing like a detox. I think I brought like 2 gallons of water, and I was in the garage, and the garage was like hot as, you feel me? And I was on the treadmill with the sweatsuit, and I think I did cardio on the treadmill for like an hour, but I didn't have to go pee during that time because you're sweating it all out. So I'm wondering if they could have put on like a sweatsuit if you were allowed to do that, because that's what I would have done.
It adds up real quick. And so at this point, like, immediately one of the contestants barfs, and this triggers a couple of others who also barf, and so they're all immediately eliminated. Now, Jennifer, she doesn't throw up, but she's starting to feel sick, and she's feeling drunk and disoriented, and she has a massive headache, which is something that can happen if you drink too much water
I could never put myself through that, bruh.
too quickly. Meanwhile, the station is still getting calls from listeners who are concerned about the contestants. A nurse even calls in to warn them that this is a bad idea.
I want to say that those people that are drinking all that water can get sick and possibly die from water intoxication.
Yeah, we're aware of that. They sign releases, so we're not responsible. It's okay.
Oh, damn, that's dub. So they did sign releases, bruh. That's crazy, man. And these people on the radio show, they don't give a fuck, bro. They're not taking it serious.
So clearly, the DJs just aren't taking these warnings seriously at all. They just keep laughing off the contestants getting sick. And at one point, they even put Jennifer on the air and ask how she's doing.
My head hurts. They keep telling me that it's the water, that it'll tell my head to hurt and then it'll make me puke, but...
Who told you that? The intern?
And from here, it just all keeps going downhill. At one point, there's a contestant who gets sick and she's on the floor for an hour, like with her teeth chattering. And of course, the DJs are just laughing at her and they're all like cracking jokes about the girl who's spazzing out on the floor. And they're also taking pictures of her and the other contestants throwing up. I mean, these DJs, they're having a great time. While Jennifer,
I wonder, obviously there was definitely backlash from all of this, but I wonder if this radio show host or whatever, I wonder if they got any legal consequences after this took place.
condition just keeps getting worse. Like her stomach is all swollen and sticking out with all that water, making her look pregnant, and the DJs are making fun of her for that, and she feels terrible. She feels like she's about to pass out. But the contest keeps going, and people keep getting eliminated. And now it's down to the final few. And so Jennifer, she keeps pushing. I mean, she knows that a win is within reach, and she really, really wants that Wii for her kids. And so then, boom, another person gets eliminated. And then, boom, another. And at this point, this contest has been going on for 4 hours.
So, damn, so how many ounces of water was that? Well, he didn't say when they started bumping it up from 8 to 16, so I don't know.
And it's finally down to only 2 people left, Jennifer and one other contestant. And so she hangs on. And this is painful, but she is not going to give up. Her head is pounding, but she is determined to fight through this and win that Wii.
Hell no,
However,
bruh.
after a few more rounds, unfortunately, Jennifer just can't stand the pain anymore. She's drank nearly 2 gallons of water without going to the bathroom or puking.
Within a 4-hour period. I think I've done that before, but once again, I was on a treadmill, so I was sweating it all out. So I don't think it affected me that bad, because once again, like when you sweat it out, that's self-explanatory, but I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why I was able to get 2 gallons down in a short amount of time, because of all the sweat. When I say I was sweating, y'all, like I said, not only did I have the sweatsuit on, like my shoes, literally it looked like I dipped my shoes into the pool and took them out. There, I was sweating, but I was doing like a very, very deep detox. But
So ultimately, she gives in, and she loses, and comes in second place. And so she doesn't win the contest, and therefore doesn't win the Wii. But she does win Justin Timberlake concert tickets, so congratulations.
that, I'm assuming she was unable to attend because she died.
And as sick and as awful as she's feeling, she manages to fake a smile as they take a picture of her holding up the tickets. And here's another picture. And so now the contest is over, and no one died on the air like the caller said, and so the contestants, they can all recover, and everyone can go home, and everyone is gonna be fine.
Until...
Unfortunately, Jennifer is still feeling really sick. And she gets into her car and she's crying because her head hurts so bad, and she immediately calls her work and she calls in sick. I mean, there's no way she's gonna be able to make it into her shift. And by the time she gets home, her head is still hurting really bad. This is like the worst pain she's ever felt in her life. Now, what she doesn't know is that this is not just a regular headache. I mean, her brain is actually swelling from having too much water in her system, because that's what can happen when you overhydrate. It's actually called water intoxication. And as Jennifer's brain swells, it's pushing against her skull and causing a lot of pressure. And then she goes into the bathroom, and all this pressure on her brain makes her collapse onto the floor. And she goes into a coma, and there she unfortunately dies. And of course, this is all so...
That's crazy. So she didn't even like drown or anything. It was her brain pushing up against her skull so bad, bro. Damn, that's crazy.
Sudden and unexpected. They have an autopsy done, and the medical examiner rules that the cause of death is definitely water intoxication. And this is not only tragic, but it's a big deal, because the DJs at the radio station were warned over and over again. And so the morning show...
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, the radio show, obviously, they know, like, there's a risk, but there's contests like this everywhere, even, like, hot dog eating contests and stuff like that. It is also dangerous to overeat as well. So it's like, there's risk in any type of contest if you think about it, but...
is immediately canceled, and like 10 people at the radio station are fired over this, including all the DJs of that morning show. And Jennifer's husband, he ends up filing a lawsuit against the company that owns the radio station. And as it turns out, despite what the DJs kept saying about legal releases and whatnot, Jennifer never actually signed one. And I don't...
Oh yeah, they're done dizzle, bruh.
I don't know if they forgot to get the contestants to sign, or if the DJs were just lying to everyone who called in, but there is no record of Jennifer ever signing one. And so they all go to court, and the radio station loses the lawsuit, and Jennifer's family is awarded $16.5 million. Wow.
Well, you could definitely buy a Wii with that money. Damn. Well, like I said in the beginning, I was like, I'm wondering if the radio show had to face any type of legal consequences, blase, blase. They definitely did, and they also lost their jobs. Hey man, if you guys made it to the end, I do greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it, and until next time, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm out.